Oh, hello guys! Today I'm gonna try and show you how I do my setup for gaming, but this time on Linux Mint or Ubuntu. As you can see here, I have installed the newest Linux Mint, which is 21.2, and I'm gonna do a little bit of setting up for gaming. I thought this is a good chance to show you how I do that on Ubuntu. So before we just start, I just wanna quickly mention that this video is gonna be more towards a new user or the ones are considering switching to Linux and the gaming is what is stopping them. So let's go. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is, as usual, update and upgrade your system. As always, you can do this through the terminal. I'll show you right now. Put down your password, and once again I'll make sure I leave everything I use in this video in the description down below, so don't worry about it. Let's put the new fetch again. And if you are afraid of the terminal and you are using, well, Linux Mint like me, you can always go to the update manager. Just click refresh. If there's any updates, they're gonna show up here. Okay, this is not cool, but I know what is the problem here, so don't worry about this. And there's no updates, as you can see. I did it in the terminal, I did it in the update manager, so it's pretty easy. Don't worry about that. So the next thing you need to do is just install or update your graphical drivers or whatever drivers you need to install. I'm gonna show you right now. Just go to the driver manager, and although this is a Linux Mint installation, it's pretty similar, if not the same, for Ubuntu or any Ubuntu installation you have. So as you can see, it gives you a few different choices for, let's say I'm using NVIDIA right now, and the recommended one is 535, which is pretty close to the latest one. I recommend to install this one. Just click apply. I already did that. It may ask you to restart your machine, so you do that and come back when you are finished. And another thing I like to do, especially on the Ubuntu, is installing a little bit newer kernel. As you can see here, I already installed the 6.4.2 version, which is pretty close to the latest. The default version of the kernel is 5.15, which is getting a little bit older, but this is just my preferences. If you want to do that too, you can use the Mainline. If I can, yeah, there is Mainline Kernel. This is a little cute program that gives you all the available kernels for Ubuntu, and I already have a video in my channel for how to do that, how to install the Mainline kernels and how to upgrade your kernel. So I'm not gonna spend too much time here. If you want, I'll leave the video in the description down below too, if you wanna watch it. Okay, let's go to the next topic. And here again, just a quick mention, you don't necessarily need to upgrade your kernel or your graphical drivers, but I just recommend it. Plus, it's always good to have a newer version of the kernel because all the patches, the security patches, and all the improvements of the hardware. Especially if you have a newer hardware, you need the newer version because not everything might work as supposed to. So with this out of the way, let's go to the next which is installing the winehq-staging package. I prefer to do that through the winehq website, but if you really like to, and you can go to the software center. Again, I'm using Linux Mint, but it's pretty the same for Ubuntu or any Ubuntu distro. If you are on a different one, you can always search for Wine here and see how many versions of Wine you can get. But this is version 603. Let's see what version is the next one. This is even older, 503. That's why I prefer to use the guys from 02. So how you do that? Just go to the download, go for Ubuntu, and start copying and pasting. As simple as that. Now I'm using the LTS version on Linux Mint, which is the 22.04, so I'm putting this here. If you are using a different version of Ubuntu, you can select the one you are using. Just update the system after. And now you are ready for installation. Like I said, I prefer the staging brand, but you can try any of them if you want. Okay, this might take a few seconds, so I'm gonna pause the video and I'll come back when it's ready. And the installation has finished. That took like a couple of minutes. Okay, let's go to the next topic, which is downloading and installing Steam. Once again, I prefer to do that directly from the Steam powered website, which is right here, but you can again do it from the software center. I'll show you. Come on, open. Alright, just search for Steam, and there's a few packages here. You can install any of them. I just prefer the latest from the Steam. It's not like it's not gonna update here, but I don't know, this is just how I do it. Another thing you can do is there is a FlatHub version here, which is integrated in the Linux Mint distro. This is a little bit different for Ubuntu because Ubuntu does only snap packages. There should be a Steam package for snap too. I'm not entirely sure, don't quote me on that, but for sure they are not using FlatHub. So if you are like me on Linux Mint, you can always do and install the Flatpak, which is the latest and greatest. Again, I just don't really do the Flatpak version because for some reason I'm using another hard drive which holds all of my games, either Lutris or Steam, and for some reason when I install the Flatpak version, it does not allow me to select, well, it does not allow me to select another drive for picking up or using for game folders and stuff, just the one that Steam is installed on. So that's why I'm using the one directly from the website. Oops, what I did. So let's download it now. It shouldn't take much. Yeah, it's already done. Open it. we're gonna need to open a terminal here. Just right click, open in terminal. I'm gonna show you how I install it. Just put sudo dpkg-i and the version and the name of the dep package. Just click enter, put down your password, and you are ready to go. And that's it. Now all you have to do is just open the Steam and it's gonna start updating. Yes, put down your password again, and it's looking for available packages. Okay. Like I said, it might be easier for you just go to the software center and install the Steam through there. I just want to show you a little bit cooler way, I guess. Okay, it should be done, and now Steam is starting. We are ready to go for the next topic. Okay, and the Steam is ready, installed and activated and ready to go. Now I'm gonna show you what I mean with, for example, I gave you the Flatpak version doesn't work for me, so I'm using another hard drive that holds all my games. So what I do when I first install Steam is just go to the settings, and I'm just gonna show a couple of things little quick. I'm not gonna go into too deep into the settings. So let's go to the downloads. Here at the end, shader pre-caching. I just like to allow the background processing of Vulkan shaders. Next, go to the storage, and here I like to select an external drive. As you can see here, oops, I have all my games already installed and stored. Just select it. This is going to be my make default. And the last thing is just go to the compatibility and enable Steam Play for all other titles. It should want to restart. Just press restart. Wait for a few seconds to shut down and start again. Okay, that's it. That's pretty simple for Steam. If you are coming from Windows or you have been using Steam anyway, you should be doing this. So let's go to the next one. Okay, and the last bit of software that we need, at least what I do and need for gaming, it's Lutris, and you can always do again to the website, which is lutris.net. Go for the downloads and look for your specific distro, which for me it's gonna be Debian, for me it's gonna be Ubuntu, and it's gonna directly give you the GitHub page. And if you go to the GitHub page, down here you're gonna have the latest version of .dep package. You can always download that. It's not gonna take that much time, and similar to the Steam, you can install it from there. I'm showing you all this because not every Ubuntu distribution have Lutris package in their software manager, but I believe Linux Mint already have that, so let's try. They should have it in theirs already added, but like I said, I'm just showing you how to download it from the lutris.net. Okay, let's look for Lutris, and there you go. What version is that? It's 0.5.9, and the latest version is 0.5.13. So it's a little bit behind, but that shouldn't be an issue. I just Good. Go and click install. I'm gonna just show you the other package, which is the FlatHub. If you want and you have the option to install the Flatpak version, you can do that here and see the version is the latest as on the GitHub page. So just for the sake of this video, I'm just gonna do that, install the Flatpak package, click install. It's gonna give you all the dependency and packages that comes with it. Just click continue and wait a little bit for the install to finish. I'm gonna pause the video once again and I'll come back when it's finished. Alright, that actually took a while, but anyway, it's already installed. So let's just press launch to start the Lutris and see what we get. Okay, so if you are using Lutris for the first time, this is what you get. It's pretty simple. There's no any games installed yet, but I'm gonna show you how to install your first game right now. Just go back to the lutris.net website right here, and in the search box search for the game you are interested in. Let's say we want to install let's say Guild Wars. Come on, spell correctly. Okay, just click it. You're gonna see a few options available for the installation. I think this one is the recommended one right now, plus it says playable. So what you do is just click on the install button and it's gonna direct you directly to the Lutris. So just press install here again. Here you can select the folder where you want your game to be installed. Like I said, I already have a hard drive dedicated for the games. I just did a new folder, Guild Wars 2. Just press OK, continue. Just pretty basic, nothing complicated here. Wait for the installation to finish. It shouldn't take much. Let's see. Just be patient. Alright, it says it's gonna download the exe file from the Amazon AWS, which is okay, plus some extra packages. You don't need to click on the download, just click install. It's gonna happen automatically, as you can see. Okay, let's just launch the game and see what the error is. Yeah, this is what I was expecting. For some reason it does not find the Guild Wars 2 exe file, but that's okay. I'm gonna show you how to fix that little quick. Download the download the installer. And the installer needs to be, let's rename it to, what was it, Guild Wars 2-64, and we need to copy this. Where exactly? Let's go to the games, Lutris folder, Guild Wars 2, drive C, program files. We need to create another folder which is Guild Wars 2, and we need to paste inside this folder the exe file that we just downloaded. Now click OK. We should have a running game right now. Alright. To be honest, from time to time you might run into some trouble, but as you can see it's pretty simple to fix it, so don't worry about it. And we have a running launcher. Now the only thing is left to finish downloading and start playing the game. I'm not gonna wait for that right now. I'm gonna show you, well, if you are like me and intend to use Lutris for a while, here there's a button that you can sign in if you like to. If you go to the website, right here there's a register button. You can, it's pretty simple actually, register your account, and all the games that you have installed, they're gonna be saved on your account. And next time if you decide to change for some reason your distro and install Lutris from the startup, just log into your account and all your games is gonna be visible here. I already have a few games installed, I'm just gonna add them here. Just click continue and it's gonna look in the folder that you choose all the available games here. Alright, it's found a few, and that's all you need to do now, and all your games are available here. And as I already said, I have my own account that I'm gonna log in right now. I'll come back when I'm logged in, just a second. And I'm already logged in, and as you can see, these are all my games available and waiting to be installed. Just for the sake of the video, let's just install that one, the Elder Scrolls Online. Now, as you can see, I already added the folder that I keep all my games, but once again you can just hit the browse button and choose where the game needs to be installed. I'm not gonna do that right now. Just click install. But if you wanna change the default, just press here, go to the preferences on the global options. In here you can just browse and select a different default folder where all your games are gonna be kept. Now let's see what's gonna happen here. Another little thing is here on the wine tab. If you just press the manage versions, there's all the available wine packages here that are separate version of wine that it's used by Lutris. If by any occasion you need any specific, because like I said, from time to time you might run into some slight problem, because after update some games are not, well, not really broken, but they work only with a specific wine package. So here is where you select the specific wine package. Just press on the install button, wait for it to download and install, and just press OK. Nothing complicated again. And by the way, our game is already installed. Just press launch. Wait for the launcher to get updated. And as you can see, our wine version is already installed. Just press OK and you have that version available for using it. Okay, now this is a little bug that I found with the Elder Scrolls Online. It's not showing the play or the install button. What you do is just go to the cogwheel and just press apply here, and as you can see, the install button is over here. Click it and wait for the download and installing of the game to finish. I'm not gonna let you wait for it, it's gonna take a pretty long time, especially for this game. So let me pause the video here and I'll come back when it's already done. I'll see you in a bit for you. Alright, so the game is finally finished downloading and installing. But before we hit play, I want to show you something. Just close it and stop it for a second. Like I mentioned before, there is a different wine version that you can install right here. And I want to use the latest one, which is Lutris G Proton 8-10. How you do that? Just right click on the game and press configure. Go to the runner options, and from the drop down menu just select the one version you want to use for this. I want to use that one. Just select it and press save. It's pretty easy. So let's start the game and see what happens. Okay, just click install. Wait for the wine version to get downloaded and installed. It should go pretty quickly though. Okay, let's start the game now. Just click play and see what happens. I don't need the launcher anymore. You need a little bit of setup to do. It should be pretty quick. I'm on EU right now. And I'm gonna log in a little quick and I'll come back after I do that. Oh wow, look at that. There is a queue waiting. That's awesome. That's new. Okay, I'm not gonna waste your time with that. Let's continue. Alright, we are in game finally. Jesus, that game looks pretty good. I have not played it a lot for a while now. Well, basically I don't have that much time to play, but I think the music, it's pretty wild. Yeah, this should be better. I think you hear me well now. So as you can see, the game it's running pretty good. Not the best FPS, as you can see down here. It's about 60, 65, 70 FPS. My computer it's not the best anymore, but I think I'm running the ultra settings. Yes, I am. No hiccups, no surprises even in town, so running pretty good. Let's go find a little enemy to kill for you guys before we end up the gameplay here. Oh wow, there's nothing here. What the hell, usually on this beach should have at least some crabs or stuff. Anyway, so as you can see, the game it's running pretty well. I'm not gonna waste your time anymore. I'm gonna quit it and I'll come back in a second. Okay guys, before I end up the video here, I just want to say that it's not too complicated to use Linux for gaming, at least. Yes, from time to time there are some hiccups, but that's okay, that's part of the fun, finding and resolving the issues. Plus, I'm pretty sure on Windows I was fighting some of these problems too, so I don't know, I like it. If you are still considering switching to Linux, well, if the gaming it's one of your main points, as you can see, games, well, some of games run pretty well. Another thing I want to show you before I go is this ProtonDB site. So if you are interested in specific game and if you are wondering if it's going to run well, just search here for it. Let's try Guild Wars 2 again, and it's gonna show you all of the games available with this search. We want this one specifically, and it says Platinum, which runs perfectly out of the box. Just click on it and there's so many users already trying, installing, playing and giving feedback. So this is another way to find if the game you want to play it's playable or not, and this should help you decide if the gaming on Linux is ready for you. Okay guys, so that's it from me. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya. Bye.